For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
New transition. Paul Dingeman here, glad to have you. Focus once again is on the air. Focus appears in Marine City and St. Clair each Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Now up in Port Huron on Mondays and Wednesdays, and all throughout the county on Channel 12 on Thursdays and Fridays. So we're all over, and on the cable systems. And of course, you can always pick us up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at watchctv.org. Welcome, Reverend Alan Schwieger. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the Focus Show. And Lisa Willesee, nice to see you. Welcome to the Focus Show. Nice to have you here. You guys were representing Immanuel Lutheran Church, a wonderful, busy place. What's going on?
Well, there are lots of things going on, but for our focus today, we're going to be talking about something that's happening this Thursday in our parking lot, on the west part of the parking lot. It is a food truck that is going to serve the residents of of the entire St. Clair County.
Oh, that's marvelous. Those food trucks are so important in today's world, in today's society. And as you had alluded to before we came on the air, there's a lot of them throughout the county, but just you've had them over the years before.
Yes, I think we've had two at least.
Yes.
And Lisa, you're in charge of it? You're the one that got it organized?
I guess so, yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, what we did is we're working, we put together, actually the Women's Life Group raised money, and we did that last year with our wine tasting that was held at Warwater, and we raised actually $1,800.
Wow.
To put all towards this. So we are bringing in the food truck, and in addition to that, we're using some of the extra funds, and we will be purchasing meats and have toiletry products and everything on hand for people as well.
Marvelous. What is the requirement? Who can come? Who can't come?
Well,
actually, anybody that is in need in the entire county. They just have to show their some identification that identifies that they do live in the county. Okay. And then there aren't any income restrictions, minimum or maximum, but just be a resident of the county.
But you do have to show some kind of ID that, that either a gas bill or a telephone bill or something along those lines. License, some kind of receipt that you are a member of the county, a resident of the county. How many people do you think you'll feed?
Oh, hopefully a lot. I don't know how many. I don't have the numbers from the last time.
Usually averages between about 150 and 200.
Well, that's marvelous.
It is.
When I've seen those before, they encourage you to bring your own basket or something, or your own.
Yes. A lot of people do have their own baskets, wagons, things like that. They go through. They are handed items, and we try to bag it up the best we can for them so they can get it out. But it's easiest if they bring something that they have to go through the line with. They
don't always have meat, do they?
No. Not always.
Not always. So this is
that is an additional product that you can get. You can purchase through the food bank, or for us, we are working with Neiman's and getting it all in for them that way.
They're great. Neiman's is great. Well, what else is happening at Immanuel Lutheran?
Well,
the busy place.
Yeah, summer begins. We'll be having our big vacation Bible school. That'll be at the end of July. That's happening. We're sending another medical mission trip to, to Guatemala.
Oh, wonderful.
And, in fact, during Lent, we had something called 40 Days of Giving. And so part of the giving was to give things, toiletry, paper items to Guatemala that our team will take with us. And then we'll also supply some of the things for the food truck recipients as well.
The young man that spends a lot of hours here, spends a lot of hours with your group, Kenny Young, he's going on that trip, I think.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Kenny's a good hard worker.
Ball of energy.
Yeah, oh yes, very, very much so. And his wonderful bride.
Yeah.
So they're going to be going with the team. How many people will go to Guatemala?
I think we have about 25.
Oh, that's a great, good sized group. Lisa, the title on the graphic says Director of Social Ministries. Is it this project is social ministries with the food pantry, but what else does that entitle?
We take care of, we work with St. Mary's, I do, and at Christmas we usually adopt about 10 families.
Oh, great.
So it's usually about 20 kids that we take in under our wing and buy their Christmas presents and things for. Along with Thanksgiving too, we do gift baskets and turkeys and everything for them at Thanksgiving. That's just some of the few things that we do as a social ministry. We also, our church does 2 months at the local food pantry.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we have volunteers who come in and do, and we're there. Usually it's the month of August and the month of March, and we are more than happy to help out any way we can.
Great. The early childhood classes, those are going good? Well, I've got the wrong title. Preschool.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going great. They'll be wrapping up, I think, at the end of May for this school year.
So they don't go through the summer necessarily?
No, our daycare does. We have a big program for that, but our preschool ends at the end of May.
Okay. So there is lots and lots of stuff going on.
Yep.
But this time we want to remember or remind people that it's this Thursday, May the 18th.
Yes.
Yes.
What time?
It starts at 11 o'clock, and they'll serve people till about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep,
Did we miss anything?
I
Okay.
think you got it all.
No, you did a good job.
Well, thanks.
He always does a good job.
I know,
so.
he's a pro.
Right.
Good seeing you, really.
Great seeing you, Paul.
Not a problem. We're back with President Roosevelt. President Teddy Roosevelt belong in just a second. There's a great old play called Arsenic and Old Lace. It's going to be performed this weekend in Port Huron. It's called Arsenic and Old Lace. The producer-director, Mr. Pete Fonterra, is along, and he brought along President Roosevelt. Teddy, nice to see you.
My pleasure.
Good to see you. There's a couple opportunities in Washington that may come up one of these days soon. Maybe you should return to Washington. We'll get into that later, though. Mr. Fonterra.
Yes.
What's happening in Port Huron Civic Theater?
Oh, everything's going real well. We're doing our third show of the year, which is Arsenic and Old Lace, which is an old classic, originally a play on stage and then followed up with the movie with Cary Grant as a star, and that's what we're doing. And a couple weeks from now, we'll have auditions to do Wizard of Oz during the summer.
Oh, really?
And we do all our shows at McMorran.
Beautiful theater.
It's real good.
Big stage. Gorgeous
Yeah,
stage.
that's what's fun.
Good-sized stage. Mr. McCartan, welcome back to the Focus Set, sir.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Many hats that you've worn over the years, but today you've got a presidential hat on.
Yes, indeed. I think it's only time.
Arsenic and Old Lace, have you been in this play before?
No, I have not. In fact, this is the first time being in any play other than back with the community mental health players. And so this is a great opportunity and a lot of fun, and a fun play with a great storyline and a lot of tradition that lots of people
I
have
was
seen
in this in high school many hundred years ago, and it was a great play.
What role did you have?
I have
Who'd you
no
play?
idea.
Really?
I played, but I remember being in it.
Mr. Spinoza.
Yeah.
You weren't the dead body, were you?
I could have been. I could have been the dead body.
That's who he is.
I think there's military men in it, right?
Yeah, there's police officers. Police officers. There's the two aunts who are burying bodies in the basement. They're two sons.
Pretty sure. Maybe I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was my Alzheimer's show.
No, it's fun. I mean, when you describe that it's about old ladies killing people and burying them in the basement, and then say it's a comedy, it doesn't sound like it's something that's supposed to be funny, but it's probably more appropriately a farce.
What is President Roosevelt's role?
Well, my two aunties, I live with them, and I, even though it takes place around the beginning of World War II, I believe I'm Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Which is very helpful to them because one of my jobs was back in the day digging the Panama Canal, which now is a substitute for graves in the basement. So I believe the Panama is in the cellar, and that every time somebody dies of yellow fever, although they've been poisoned by the antis, it's my job to bury them because you need to do that right away.
It's May the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of the people have missed the show because it starts on Saturday, but it's a great play. And how many people in the cast?
12.
12.
12.
So it's a small little intimate cast, and lots of humor.
Lots of humor, lots of subtleties. It's one of those plays and or movies, I suppose, that, you know, the first time you watch it, you probably miss a lot of the, you know, the kind of the cute plays on words, etc. So, you know, the next time you watch it, it's like, that's what that was. There's a lot of physical humor in it, a lot of almost slapstick, but not quite, well, you know, burying 13 bodies or 12 bodies in the basement. There's a lot of work to be done there.
That's right, a lot of work.
Yeah.
What else is coming up for Port Huron Civic Theater?
Well, we're doing
Wizard of Oz.
We're doing the Wizard of Oz in August, second week of August, and then we're pretty much have next season all set. I think we're doing Nutcrackers in December.
Okay.
And then we're doing, for our kids show, we do an annual show in Reading Month in March. We're going to do, I believe, The Little Mermaid Jr. And then Mamma Mia at Mother's Day next year for our Mother's Day show. And we're still a little up on what we're going to do summer of 18, but.
Last year you had, I believe your son was here with you.
No, my daughter Mia.
Your daughter was Mia. Is she still active in Port Huron Civic Theater?
Very much.
Great.
Yeah, it's just this isn't a kid show, but she would have auditioned if she had a chance.
Great. All right. Michael, have we missed anything?
No, I think it's you know, it's a great community for theater. Lots of great options from, you know, Marine City to St. Clair to Port Huron, and this is just to Port Sanilac, I suppose, when you go to the Barn Theater. This is you know, it's an opportunity for those of us, you know, who are just off the street to come in and make new friends and you know, work hard for a few weeks, put on a production and have fun, and hopefully do something that people coming in will enjoy, and it's not a real drain on your intellect. You can just sit back and relax and enjoy it.
If I'm interested in becoming a member of the Port Huron Civic Theater, how do I do that?
Go online to phct.com, and we have our website, and there's links for paperwork and everything, and it explains. I'm the president of the board, and so I can tell you I know that website pretty well, and Deb Roberts, if you know her, she maintains it for us. So it's a good site. You can find out what shows we're going to do, when auditions are, and also, like I said, membership. There's in the fall, September meeting, we have openings for board members if people are interested.
Okay.
And so everybody's welcome. We're a community theater, and we're trying to establish something in Port Huron and around the area, working with the schools and working with the Citadel and working with other community programs. So we have a whole art and theater district rather than just everybody doing their own thing.
They were here a week or so ago for Little Women, the musical, down at the Snug, which is performed this week and next week. And I got a call from them yesterday. They're sold out, which is marvelous. So it's a nice thing to have.
Productions at the Snug and the Riverbank, you know, are absolutely outstanding. And, you know, I think that the community benefits from having lots of choices.
Yes.
You know, that if we have a reputation as a community that you can come in at any given weekend, and whether it's, you know, our high schools, which are absolutely fabulous, this creates an opportunity for people who've been to high school, enjoyed the experience with theater, that when you graduate, whether you live here or you come back for the summer from the university, there's an opportunity for you to perform, you know, at whatever level you want to, and everything from musicals to more serious stuff to comedies. So, you know, I think we all need to be supportive of each other, you know, going forward and expose the entire community of the Blue River or Blue Water area.
Mr. McCartan, always a pleasure. Mr.
Thanks.
President.
Thanks for having us.
Mr.
Appreciate
President.
it.
Thank you very
A
much.
couple presidents. This is pretty cool. All right, that's it with the Port Huron Civic Theater. It's your invitation to see Arsenic and Lace, and also many of their other upcoming productions. Upcoming next is a wonderful friend by the name of Mary Bodad, and she's going to talk to us about the Marbleye Classic. We'll be right back. It's a classic and it's a fishing tournament. It's called the Marbleye Fishing Classic. And Mary Bodad is with us to talk to us all about it. Mary, welcome back to Focus Set. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
The Classic has been around how many years now?
This is the 16th annual.
16th annual?
Yes, started in 2002.
And your husband, your late husband, Fire Chief Bill Bodad, really got it started, didn't he?
Right. Pat Sullivan was the city superintendent, and he thought, we need a fishing contest. So he got hold of Bill and all the fishing buddies and did it. But Bill only got to do it for 6 years when he passed away. But then my family and I, and with the help of many, many wonderful volunteers, plus Bill and Teresa Barons out down there at their business, they are wonderful at Anglers. So we are continuing it.
When is it going to be this year?
Okay, May 19th, 20th, and 21st.
So it's 3 days.
Okay, it starts Friday at 4 o'clock. You can start weighing your fish at 5 o'clock, and then you weigh round the clock until noon Sunday, and that's when we pass out the prizes. And the biggest fish gets $500, the second $300, the third $200, plus there's daily prizes. And there's also a mystery fish. If you catch a fish, but it's really not going to win anything size-wise, you can say, enter it in the mystery fish. So then there's 3 of those, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Minnow, a little minnow?
Yeah. If your ticket's called, you might get the mystery fish and get $100 for that day.
What's the entry fee?
$10. You can fish
Oh, my God. It can't be just $10.
All weekend fish for $10. And I have to mention our sponsors.
Please do.
Yes, St. Clair Landscape and the Irrigation. Our wonderful friend, Babe McCartney. He sponsors us.
Well, he's a good guy.
Right.
And how many fishermen and fisher ladies do you normally get, round figure?
Well, we sell anywhere from over 300 tickets we normally sell.
God.
Close to 400. Years ago, I think they sold more, but now there's more fishing tournaments than there was back then. So anyway, we're hoping for good weather, and this week the fish are really biting. The boats are out there like crazy. So,
is there a requirement where you fish?
I think just fish the river. People come from Port Huron, Algonac, etc. So anyway.
But I don't necessarily have to go down to Lake St. Clair or up to Lake Huron.
No, just this local, because then to bring your fish in, it's going to take you a while.
Right.
So. And at midnight on Friday night, when everybody comes in, because they got the big one Friday, it's really busy then. And then midnight Saturday night, too, because somebody might get a bigger one.
But there's only one total big one. Is there a daily prize?
Yes, and daily prizes, too. Yes. So. For the biggest each day. Yes. So there's many prizes. Plus, we have raffle prizes for dinners, and also Coughlin's Jewelry Store always gives us jewelry gift certificate, and then there's one that the Boat Harbor Pass for the year.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
Oh yes, and then BP Gas, Tom McCartney always gives us gift certificates for gas, which is wonderful. Everybody likes to have gift certificates to gas. Right. So anyway, we have other things too, which is wonderful. So it's work, but it's a fun weekend.
And it's all held right at the marina.
At the marina, right at Charles F. Moore Harbor, right?
Right.
Yeah, Charlie Moore.
Okay, there's another thing going on this coming week, and that is a final farewell aboard the South American Great Lakes cruise ship, which was sold out in 1967 to some party out in Maryland, and it used to ply the Great Lakes. Frank Frisk is coming to the museum.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
He's going to do the talking, and that's Thursday and Friday of next week, so that'd be 18 and 19. At nighttime on the 18th would be 7 o'clock, and Friday would be 1 o'clock. And I never remember, but as you see by the pictures, North and South America, one has square portholes and one has one has round.
You're way ahead of me on that one. I didn't know that.
It looks like the South America has the round, doesn't it?
Yeah, these are round portholes. And the other one had
square. Yes.
Oh,
the other one is square. So that was different, but I'm old enough that I saw these things going up and down the river.
And they went all throughout the Great Lakes, the South American and the North American.
Apparently. Well, there's a thing that says $72.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice to go cruising for?
Cruise the Great Lakes, the 4 lakes for $72. So that-
$72?
That's right.
How far would you get today?
Right, just to the dock. But the one that you're really concerned about is the walleye tournament.
Yes.
Everybody's invited.
Yes.
Can you fish from shore too?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Some years we have the biggest one coming offshore. Last year, the fish weren't very big, so they ought to be bigger this year. Last year, the biggest one was only 7.2. The year before was 8 something, and I believe Bob Hayden's, who cannot fish anymore, I believe he holds the record of the 16 years. I think it was a 10-pounder. And that was several years ago. And like I say, he can't fish anymore, but I think he holds the record. So who knows what it'll be this year. But we are hoping for good weather next weekend and lots of fishermen. And if you want to just come down and see the fish, you can do that too.
Do you still cook?
No, we don't have enough people and et cetera now. We don't do that, but there's a possibility there will be food there. There's a chance. We're hoping.
You got to show up to find out.
Yeah, you show up to find out. Right.
Mary Boda,
Thank you.
Thank you for all you're doing for
Yeah.
the community and for this tournament that has got a great place in your heart and your family's heart.
Right.
The
Thank you.
Marbleye Classic Walleye Tournament.
Yes.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingelman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingelman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.